Cold calling is hated by many, mastered by few. But here's the truth, it is not dead. In today's video, I'm breaking down 6 critical factors that can transform your cold calls into booked meetings, plus a powerful story from Airbnb that shows why listening beats pitching every time. Let's go. Now, imagine this. You've got 50 numbers on your list. You pick up the phone, dial the first one, and rejection. No meetings, no interest, just frustration. That sounds familiar, right? Good. Now, that's because cold calling isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. The truth is that most cold calls fail for the same 6 reasons. And when you face 6, everything changes. Let's break them down.
Junior.
The wrong audience. Now, if you're targeting the wrong people, even the best will fall flat. Focus on the decision makers who have the authority to say yes. In this case, quality over quantity.
Not
2,
interested.
lack of curiosity. Don't dive straight into your pitch. Instead, start with genuine questions that show interest in their challenges. For example, you could start with something like, what's your biggest frustration with X? People love talking about their problems. Let them. Number 3, what's in it? No clear value. What's in it for them? If your cold call doesn't immediately answer that question, it's game over. Make it clear why this conversation is worth their time. Number 4, speaking at prospects, not with them. Robotic pitches are a no-go. Make it a dialogue. Start with curiosity about the business. For instance, you could ask something like, how are you currently handling X? That opens the door for meaningful discussions. Number 5, setting the wrong expectations. Cold calling isn't about closing the deal. It's about ending the next conversation. Make that your goal and communicate that clearly. Number 6, bad timing.
Using his phone during a meeting?
Timing usually matters. Calling when someone's busy or distracted, that's actually a waste of time. Research the best hours for your industry and reach out when they are most likely to listen. Now, you might be wondering, what proof do I have for this? Let's rewind back to 2008 to the story of Airbnb back then when they were struggling. Nobody knew them and they desperately needed hosts. So the founders hit the phones. They called hosts on Craigslist but they didn't pitch. Instead, they asked, what do you need to make renting easier? From these conversations, they learned what hosts wanted and they delivered. As a result, hosts signed up in droves and Airbnb grew into the giant it is today. Now, the takeaway is that cold calls ain't about selling. They're about listening, learning, and adding value. So, now let's apply these lessons to your calls. Here's a playbook. Number 1, refine your list. Refine it in a way that it focuses on decision makers. Start with an open-ended question that sparks dialogue. And number 3, lead with value. Why is this call worth their time? Set clear expectations. Now, your goal should be the next conversation, not the final sale. Remember, cold calling isn't about making 100 random dials. It's about making the right dials, the right
Honey, am I not smiling
cold
and
calling
nodding?
isn't dead. It's a skill, and like any skill, it sharpens when you understand what's holding you back. Here's your challenge. Apply one of these tips to your next cold call and let me know how it went in the comments. If this video was helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and share with your team. Let's make code calling a skill, not a struggle. Thank you, and I'll see you